And we're live. Oh, you're holding still. I was waiting for Jamie to try and bombard the algorithm here, but uh, this is Total Spotfest. Hello and welcome, welcome and hello.
Man has nards.
I could see the evil in your eyes brewing there. It's just like, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? Nothing. So hey, good fake out. Hey, no. Hello and welcome to hello. This is Total Spotfest. That's Jamie. I'm JJ. We are without one Mr. Austin Reddick. We want to get a get better soon. Austin Reddick's feeling a little under the weather, so not joining him. It is not from his beer. We have confirmed it is not because of his homemade beer at 9% alcohol. That is not the reason.
Nope.
But we got
a thing.
No, nothing. We got a ton of wrestling to get to tonight for you guys. So if it's your first time here, hello and welcome. Please hit that subscribe button down below. Give us a big thumbs up while you're down there. Hit the little bell icon so you know when we go live. Spoiler alert, next week we will go live more than one day of the week, and you might want to know when that is. So that's what that bell's for. Jamie, how you been, man? You're getting ready for
live.
Two-time. You're getting ready for kicking all the kids back to the educational front here in the very near future.
It's gonna be glorious. It's gonna be so glorious. My house will be quiet. There won't be fighting over absolutely nothing and dumb things. You know, can't wait.
You'll be able to just sit there and just work in peace. Well, mostly in peace, you know.
Yeah. I might actually be able to get through a full day of work and not have to like be a referee.
Joys. Well, for all you go out there with progeny as well too. Here's to you for hopefully kicking him out of the house and getting him into school very soon.
Cool is cool.
It is. We got some cool stuff going on. So next week is Fountain City Pro. We buried the lead there a little bit, but Fountain City Pro's next show going on at the Ball Event Center over in Olathe, Kansas. We of course will be doing the pre-show. So their socials as well as here on our channel. Again, hit the bell icon. Doors are at 6.
Yes.
Doors
are at 6, bell at 7.
Yeah. So we'll be alive-ish sometime around there, more or less.
Yes. Since we got everything figured out, it should be pretty quick.
We got it figured out. Jamie might not be able to stand. He's moving the Tyrant Megan back into college that day. So we'll see if he's if we're vertical or not. It's college kid. I mean, even though you're moving, it's not like a full house of stuff. So you should be fine.
Oh no, it's just
should be fine.
Lots of clothes, of course. Lots of clothes. She's a girl. Snacks, a refrigerator, a microwave. The usual things that a college kid needs. That's about it. Nothing major.
A small keg. Nothing major.
Can't do that there.
No. She go to religious school. It no allowed. Is that they have like an honor code thing like BYU and shit?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
100%. Yeah.
Damn.
So there's only certain days and from certain times you can have people of the opposite sex in your dorms. That includes parents.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Wow.
No alcohol, no cursing, no none of that.
I went last
Which I was
hours.
in the football group, so we were all cool. Like, yeah, we were whatever. But yeah, that stuff really hasn't changed that much. Like, I mean, they get away with some cussing, but not too bad. Not like on this show, obviously.
Man, but, I think when I moved in, when I went to Mizzou, I went there. So I moved in. I was in a freshman entrance group, which is we were there basically the week before Rush Week. So we were there more or less 2 weeks before everybody else, and because Rush Week was the week before school started. give or take, right? A few days. So the freshman interest groups moved in first, right? And then you had everybody slowly matriculate over that the next week, and that was when Rush Week was for the fraternities and sororities. So I was there like a week before everybody else, basically. And even at that, I would have lasted all of 45 minutes before I broke like almost all those rules. Because it was big public university. It's like, nah.
Yeah, they don't care like this place does. And I do appreciate that, because I know that her academics 100% come first. So that's big for me.
That's good. That's good. Well, I mean, she's happy there. It's good stuff. So she did well last year. They haven't learned how much of a tyrant she really is. So, hopefully she'll keep skating by on that, and yeah.
I mean, she has told multiple people that she is your daddy. So there is that.
That should be a violation of honor code. I'm reporting you to the dean, Megan. So you are going to be.
Yeah, go for it.
I can too. My dad's a pastor. That's adjacent. Maybe. I don't know. Well, we'll figure. Nah. I got no standing. I got no standing in this group. All right. We got a lot to get to, so we're gonna truck right through it. Okay, so before we get to our typical talk about Dynamite like usual, we got a big pay-per-view to get to. So one of the big four, the second WWE pay-per-view that is 2 nights. Yay, nay on 2 nights.
Yep.
On the 2 nights. I mean, WrestleMania, we understand because
I'm out. WrestleMania needs to be 1 night. I'm out. It's just an excuse. It's just a cash grab. As all it is. They actually don't care about putting on good product, because if you watch SummerSlam, there was like out of 2 nights, 3, maybe 4 like legit matches, and the rest were like whatever. I'm not invested.
Yeah. I didn't even watch. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even watch night 1. The ending is probably the only thing that interested me at all. But for the most part, I was just like, I don't really care.
Which was done well.
It was. We'll get to that. I love night 2 was fine. I thought night 2 was good, but you could have taken 2 matches from night 1, put it on night 2. Boom, that would have been a fantastic, because they both were short, which is to their credit. Okay, good. But yeah. The whole 2-night thing, it's a matter of time before Royal Rumble becomes 2-night.
Which would be the dumbest thing of all time.
Yep. And they'll end with the
Why
women's.
Would you have 2 nights of the Royal Rumble? Because it's just about those 2 matches. It's not about anything else other than those 2 matches. Unless you start making those matches 2 hours long.
I mean, they'll find.
If you did that, shoot me.
I mean, hey, we said the same thing when they rumored to move SummerSlam to 2 nights, and look at this. Here we are. They're gonna do it eventually. You'll have the men's Rumble ending 1 night and the women's Rumble ending the other. It's gonna happen. And then Survivor Series, who knows? It's just
2 nights makes no sense. Like,
it's a cash grab.
As much as I love New Japan, don't get me wrong, Wrestle Kingdom being 2 nights.
That's a lot.
And it's a lot.
It's a lot for each night too. I mean, Wrestle Kingdom.
So they literally like
in time.
The last 2-day Wrestle Kingdom, so it wasn't this year because they did Wrestle Dream, Wrestle Dynasty. So the one previously, each night had 9 matches.
Yeah.
And it was over 4 hours of wrestling every night.
I mean, it
was a lot. And that's even too much for me. But to just throw out there Jelly Roll and freaking Logan Paul in a tag match just because you can. And then you have Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch, which should have been a great match. But honestly, the crowd could care less about that match because
seen it 5 times.
Care.
It's just so much 50-50 booking was
Oh,
insane.
Heather, don't you worry.
Oh
I
no,
have
no,
thoughts.
we are ending with that. We're gonna go mostly in chronological order here. So we got our picks in. Spoiler alert. I don't. Jamie's gonna bury me anyway, but we all knew I had no shot at hell winning this. I was surprised I did so well for night one, though. I'm not gonna lie.
By night one, night two, you didn't.
I was stupefied. Because again, I didn't watch night one, and then I looked up all the picks. I go, holy shit. Wow, I'm doing really good. I had no idea, Sami Zayn, Karrion Kross.
I don't think we need to go through every match.
No,
I don't think we should go through every match.
Oh,
I think we should go over the numbers.
Some of
the main matches.
We're gonna plow through this here. We differed a good amount on this too, which was interesting because generally speaking, you look at this and we got 4.5, if not 5. I love you, Matt, but sometimes you're like, woo, out there. But we're really close on like most all of our picks, except for like 1-2 matches. But we actually had a lot of variance, which, hey, that's actually made it interesting for, the scoring of it. First night we all got Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair winning. We all had Roman Reigns and Jey Uso win the pole hangman on a pole tag match. We had couples that were one-offs, with me being the one-off on each one of them. I came on top with Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre in the obligatory celebrity match. I don't know why you guys picked Jelly Roll. Why did you pick Jelly Roll and Randy Orton?
Oh, it's pretty simple. It's a celebrity. Have they ever had the celebrity actually lose a match?
I'm pretty sure they have.
Not very often. That is like less. I mean, that has happened. I can probably count on one hand how many times that may have happened compared to how many times the celebrity always goes over, no matter who the hell it is.
Okay, all right. Well, I mean, I was assuming that there's no chance in hell that Jelly Roll is going to win. So it's Logan Paul on the other side. If it was just like anybody else besides Logan Paul, I would have been there with you, but nah.
There's rumors that Jelly Roll and Logan Paul are going to have a singles match at WrestleMania.
Because why not?
Jelly Roll lost a bunch of weight. Like, kudos. I'm going to give him all the props. Like, from a guy who's 500 pounds to being under 300 pounds and wrestling at SummerSlam, go you, dude.
I mean, the man is, he's like, his music's okay. It's not really my cup of tea, but I can appreciate it. I can appreciate those who enjoy his music. Some of the stuff I don't mind, right? But to a man, everybody says he's just a wonderful person. And I'm happy for him for going in that path. That's great. That's awesome. Yeah, that's
he's
a good
went through
thing.
hell and back, and he's turned out to become a great human.
Yeah,
so,
he's actually a really nice.
He went through the announce table. Like,
I mean, to his point, the celebrities we've gotten recently have showed out at least. So there's that. Okay. Karrion Kross, Sami Zayn. Me and Austin both picked Karrion Kross to win. He did not. Is this Karrion Kross's final match in?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Because he's officially a free agent Saturday.
Okay. You don't think they're going to re-sign him?
They haven't even started negotiations. I would be shocked if he was in fact signed.
I mean, it just kills me because it's like, and I don't know, to his credit, okay, think of the man whatever you want to, but I saw on Busted Open Bully Ray's take on it, right? What you do with Karrion Kross, and I actually, every once in a while he gives some fancy booking gold, right? He said, here's what you do: you sign him quietly, no announcement, no nothing, all this stuff, right? He shows up every single week. You never put him on TV, but he's at every event, and he's all over social media. Like, own social media, get like a petition going and all this stuff, right? You make this kind of behind the scenes grassroots stuff so that when you finally bring it forward, he comes with this petition to Triple H, give the people what they want, and you, boom, instant over. That's how you make a guy. And I'm like, that's a good idea.
Already over. Have you heard? Like, the crowd loves him.
I know, that's why it could work, but it's like they won't do it. If they were going to do it, they already would have done that, and because he's so over right now. Whatever.
The biggest problem is he can't wrestle.
No,
that's his biggest problem. He can't bump.
His best wrestling was in the end of his TNA stint. Okay. And consider who he was wrestling and the style he was wrestling at that time, right? No offense to the man, but, when you're going up against Sami Callihan, it's a different match than when you're going up against, a little more athletic competition. So,
Yeah.
the end of the night, so the end of the night, we had the 2 women's matches. Everybody chose Jade Cargill except for this guy. I actually got Tiffany Stratton retaining. Okay. I feel like
a bit of a shocker.
I feel when they put the belt on Jade, it's going to be at WrestleMania. Maybe not next year, but probably next year. That's what my thought is. And then I chose Gunther to retain. Everybody chose CM Punk. I totally forgot that there was a man called Seth Rollins. I just totally forgot. Just didn't even think about it. Like as soon as oh yeah, of course, because he has the there. Okay. Whoop. Stupid. But I mean, that's the classic Seth Rollins angle. Never gets old, but it's
It was done beautifully.
Yeah.
Beautifully. Like they had everybody believing it's like as we all know, everything's a work, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, it's all
everything's
a work.
And like Megan and I were both like, this feels like a work from the beginning. And Megan was sold on it. I gotta give her all the props in the world. Spoiler alert. She knows a thing or two about WWE, but she was all just bought in on this and like literally Mark Stradamus it to a T.
Mm-hmm.
Literally to a T.
Yeah.
Like I said, he's gonna come out of crutches, drop his crutches, and just go.
Nailed it. So I get the cash in. So I get a big pop at the end of the night. Night 2, arguably the better night, but not even arguably, definitely the better night by far.
Hands down.
And you open with Rhea, Naomi, and Io. Okay, so can't go wrong with that. Everybody picked Naomi except for me. I picked Rhea. Lost out there. I was out of it early on night 2. Let's be completely honest. Okay.
Well, it's funny that you picked Rhea because the number 1 most locked pick was Naomi. She was negative 3,000 in betting odds.
Okay.
She's the only one who was like insanely heavily favored.
I don't watch the odds, so I always take. It was all gut because, like I said, I was going all gut on everything. All right, we all did get the Samoan steel cage right, picking Solo Sikoa to retain. With a little help. What is Hakaleo's new name? What is his name in WWE? He's a Tonga now.
Noi? Lance Anoa'i?
No, it's like something Tonga or Tama. I don't.
Oh yeah, like Tonga
Taloa or whatever. Okay. Anyway.
Well, there's Tonga Leoa. I thought it was like he's Tonga Loa or something.
He's like somewhere in the middle of that. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hakaleo. But no, Solo won. We all picked Dominic Mysterio to win, retain the Intercontinental match. So many, and I mean so many Eddie, tips of the cap in that match, from the lowrider entrance. Just, oh my God, so many Eddie Guerrero references. Is this AJ Styles' last match in WWE? No.
That one, no.
Do you think he'll ever be in? Do you think he'll retire in WWE? Let me put it that way.
I don't think he will do a run in AEW, like the farewell tour, like we're getting out of a couple others. Yeah. I think once he's done here, I think he's done. I don't see him because he said he's gonna wrestle till he's 50. That's next year. So I mean, he could sign a 1-year deal with WWE and just ride off in the sunset, or AEW ride off in the sunset. Do it that way. Oh, and his name was Tonga.
It was something Tonga. I knew that. I feel the same way. I feel like when he's done in WWE, he might do like an RVD-esque thing. He might make an appearance here and there, right? Might make a pop up in AEW for like a week or two as a thing. Maybe a little thing in New Japan once, for Wrestle Kingdom 1 year, right? For a specific, like one here, one there. But yeah, I feel like that's it. Women's IC title you talked about. again, didn't need to happen. We were all over the board on this one here. Just, and you get Bailey involved, which is great, but again, 50-50 booking. I'm not even gonna dive into it because
Bailey's turn heel. I think that's the whole point. So.
Right. What did pleasantly live up to my expectations, because I was a little bit worried just how they're going to execute it. I was excited for the match, but I'm so happy that the TLC 6-pack tag team title match was as fucking ridiculous as it was. And we all got it wrong. None of us picked it right. I mean, I picked the Guns. You and Megan and Matt picked Faxium. We have Andrade and Ray Phoenix down there in Wichita. I mean, we were all wrong, but oh my god, like the span, like just the circle jerk of jumping off the top rope through tables, by everybody, ending with a Spanish fly. I mean, come on, this match delivered for me.
That was all right. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I want to be able to ooh, two. It was all right.
I mean,
it was too chaotic. I think it was just overly spotty for WWE standards. Like it, even for AEW, it was just overproduced spot fest. Like, just I felt it was like too much. I mean, they crammed too much in.
I mean, there was 12 men in the match, and then you had 3 women run in. Candice LeRae almost died. And then you had 3 other men run in, So, I mean, there's a lot going on, and I get that. Yeah. This is not a match that would have held up. The AEW would have done it because this is kind of much more their style. It would have been a lot smoother, I feel. But
longer.
I mean, considering everything that was on the night, I mean, it was the most kind of like spotty of the matches. I did enjoyed it. There's tons of spots.
I know that's your cup of tea.
I love chaos. I love the chaos. It's so good. Of course, this night ended with face return of John Cena. I mean, he returned on SmackDown technically the night, 2 nights earlier, but still, the face return of John Cena. Full Titantron talking to Stu, the run, the salute. He did the whole face back against Cody Rhodes. And came down to it. We had a 4-way tie, depending on what would happen. If John Cena would have won, Matt would have walked away with this title. Just right on the sunset, straight up. Cody Rhodes won, it would have been a 4-way tiebreaker between all the FWO. And Austin Reddick. I'm not really counting him full FWO. I think he's.
He is.
I don't think so. I think he's playing a seed on you guys. He's doing a sting on you guys, man. He's gonna. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. Side note: I would have been, if it was 5-way, I would have ran away with this because I'm the only one that picked over 30 minutes for the tie break, for the time on the match. Match first. Cody Rhodes wins. Right call? Wrong call?
Right call. I want to talk about Heather saying, talk about how he turned himself face in a promo on SmackDown. I agree. It was a choice. That
was definitely a choice.
So here's the thing. For us wrestling fans, you have to do more than just talk, right?
Talk one promo.
You can't just cut one promo. I'm a face skin, guys. Is that cool? And not us wrestling fans no. But right. If you're just a casual sports entertainment fan, oh yeah, come on back, baby! Yay, John Cena! Yay, you can't see me. It's so bad, so bad. And everybody's fine with it. It's all good.
There were no seeds. No? There were no seeds planted for the face turn before SmackDown. None.
This is dumb.
Plant a little seed here and there.
The call of putting the belt on Cody, I do like. I felt like, yes, he is boring. At least to me. Because he is a little bit of an old school, slower style wrestler, and you know what? To each their own.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm more of a Japanese strong style guy because it has some pace to it. He doesn't, and his promos suck. I don't care what anybody says.
It's the same
I
promo.
think it's the right move for them. It worked well for them because he's their poster child now. He's the new John Cena.
Well, you got 4 months
John
left.
Cena giving it back to John Cena.
You got 4 months left of Cena's run, right?
Yeah.
Do you have him drop it at the very end, and then there's no like final send off? No. I mean, yeah. Nightmare Collective.
John Cena
vibes.
to John Cena. That's all it is.
Yeah.
John Cena 2.0, I guess.
I mean, that's the
Cena.
whole, that's the whole thought, of course. But that wasn't the end of the night. Side note. So, with that being said, I said we got a 4-way match. Jamie chose under 20 minutes for some reason. Austin was at 21:05. Matt chose 27:18. Megan chose 28:44. Like I said, I was over 30 if I had gotten this far, but I sure shit didn't, and we all knew I wasn't going to. The full time on this match, Jamie, bell to bell, 37.5 minutes. So let me remove this belt from you, first of all. Congratulations, Megan. Oh, that's the wrong button. I gave myself a belt. All right, let's remove all the belts. So Megan.
I wasn't the belt holder. It was actually Austin had it.
Oh well, I had to like redo the whole like two-man setup.
It's fine. FWO has it. I will hold it for us.
Whatever. It's virtually it's not there, but no. Almost 40 minutes. Why'd you choose less than 20 minutes? Is what I want to know. Because I mean, you're not not usually this far off when you pick time. No offense, but you're.
Oh, I know. I know, and I was thinking like, hey. It's long. WWE doesn't really like doing long matches unless it's overproduced. I'm thinking they won't overproduce this one because they're going to overproduce CM Punk's, which I thought I was all over it. And then this one was 37 minutes of them just wrestling. And when I'm just sitting there, I'm like, why in the world? And JJ, please tell me.
Okay.
Over the past seven or eight, I think we can look at this 7 or 8 legit top tier pay-per-views, PLEs if you want to be that guy. PLE pay-per-view, like the big four and all of AEW's. Why is the main event 30 minutes plus every single time? Why does it always have to be some long ass match? Why can't it just be a solid 20-minute match? Boom, you're done. Everybody's happy.
Well,
why?
I think there's a couple of schools of thought to that. This match alone, I got a thought on this match, which I'll save. But AEW wise, we all know Tony Khan's a mark. He's a self-admitted mark, right? And the old school way of thinking is your main event. It's just like those days of the Mid-South and territories and all that, right? The main event was like an hour-long marathon, right? So I feel like a lot of that permeates through, at least on AEW side of things, the thing that you're making the main event special, and especially if you have a pay-per-view that's full of just like ridiculousness left and right? How do you make the main event stand out? Well, you give it 40 minutes to just be bonkers, right? So I understand that thought. This match was interesting, and because if you look back to WrestleMania, and I don't have the WrestleMania spreadsheet in front of me here, but I want to say it was around 20 minutes was their last match between Cena and Cody. It was like 20-ish minutes, which I thought was shockingly low. And
25:07.
25:07. So 12 minutes left. And hey, face Cena has always wrestled long matches. It's just, I think that's just kind of one of those like ethos things. It's the main event to make it feel like the big deal, the main event, the marquee, right? It's got to be long as hell. That's a choice.
I disagree with it. I disagree with that.
I know you do.
I don't think it needs to be that long.
And I don't think
I think you
wrong.
could have had another match in there. You could have had I mean, just having 6 matches on the card, whatever. But then you have Tony who has like 20 matches on the card and it goes 4 hours long. If I can get like 8 matches, 9 matches, and it goes 3.5, like, sign me up.
Right.
Like, legit sign me up for that. But yeah, I think it's too long. I'm sorry. I think 30 minutes, over 30 minutes for a wrestling match, unless it's an Iron Man match, which makes a lot of sense for that, too long.
Okay. What do you feel?
No matter what.
What do you feel about the whole Mox and Hanger Texas Death match? Do you feel like that was too long?
Yes.
Because that was around 40 as well, if I remember right.
Yeah, that was at the last one, right?
Yeah, that was all in.
That was all in Texas. 35 minutes. It was actually 2 minutes less than this one.
Interesting. And that was a Texas Death match with all the run-ins.
All the run-ins, which overbooked, right?
Overbooked.
So
it makes sense. Yeah, you're going to Anarchy in the Arena, shit like that.
You're add 7 to 8 minutes, 7 to 8 minutes of a match for overbook, right? So if you take that out and it's 35, it'd be like 26, like 28. That's like close to being long, but like 20. I think the sweet spot is 24 to 28, man. Right there. That tells a great story.
Under half an hour. Okay. Yeah. You guys let us know what you think. Let us know in the chat. Also, let us know in the comments down below if you're watching this not live. By the way, we do go live every Wednesday if you want to join us. But let us know what your guys' thoughts are. Main events too long? What do you think? Well, there's a man that would not have a 38-minute match with John Cena or goddamn near anybody. And that man decided to show up at the end of the night. There's another man. No.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. We never talked about this, but it's like, how can Goldberg get himself a fucking, like farewell thing with the speech and all this, then bitch about his farewell speech? Fucking Goldberg. Sorry. That's just been, I'm a craw. Talk about it. Oh, no. In the night, Cody does the Cody thing. He abandons the ring, leaves it to John Cena to take his bow. Right, John Cena's from New England. They're in the Meadowlands, so full face Cena. We got 4 months left of this. What's he gonna do? Here comes Brock Lesnar. Did not have that on my bingo card, although it makes booking wise it makes sense. I'll put it there. Booking wise.
Okay.
That's the only sense it makes because PR, logic, decent human, none of that makes sense. But booking wise, yes, it makes sense. He comes out, walks slow as hell to the ring, eventually takes his vest off and F5s John, and there's the end of your night. So here's Brock Lesnar. Okay.
So, how do I articulate this without raging? You have a gentleman.
Don't get our channel a strike, Jamie. Just
I know.
Bring it back.
You have a gentleman. I don't even call him that. You have a piece of shit that has been identified as a contributing party to a heinous act towards a former employee of that company. And then he was also previously, earlier in the week, on the TKO ban list, who would never be allowed to be anywhere, but somehow, some way, the legal team was able to okay for him to show up. Then you are seeing tons of online backlash about it, and you have people who just don't give a shit. Talk about chasing money.
Oh.
Wrestling is for the fans, and I don't think I can honestly name somebody right now out of all my friends who are fans and people I know, just not even friends, like acquaintances, that would say, "Oh man, I'm so glad Brock Lesnar came back. Oh man, he's so great for WWE." Really? Really?
Wow.
As a father of 4 daughters, man, I hope that guy burns in hell. I hope he gets castrated and burns in hell. If the allegations are 100% true. If they're not true, then I will be on here more than happy to retract this statement. But if they are indeed true, and it sounds like they are based off of the multiple witnesses, and I hate being that guy to guilty before proven innocent, but like yeah. No.
I mean, it's and if anybody out there is unfamiliar with what we're talking about, you can do your own research. It involves a former head of this company. It's pretty common knowledge stuff. It's bad.
Yes. Thank you, Heather.
And therein lies the problem. And here is, okay, I said the words, which are not necessarily wrong, but yes, booking wise, it makes somewhat of sense. But you know what makes more sense booking wise and decency wise? Not doing this. I don't know what his Hollywood schedule is like, but it makes a lot of sense for The Rock to be the one at the end of John Cena's inside of WWE, right? He's the one that helped him turn heel, right? So he should be the one that and Cena's Cena's kind of gigantor push came at the end of the Rock, right? It was the Rock, him beating Rock at WrestleMania. Give me a number here. 29? No, that's not right.
Before that, no,
I don't remember.
It was right around there.
Was it 29? I think it was. I think it was 29. Anyway, it was him beating at the main event. That kind of took him to the stratosphere, right? So it makes the most sense if you're doing a whole story arc to be The Rock at the end. You got Randy Orton you can throw in there, right? Unfinished, unsettled business. He was a giant. I can't explain. I don't know why you do this. I have no idea why you do this, but here we are. Don't say that, Heather. Please, God, no. Please. God, no. I don't think so.
I mean, I will say this. If Vince comes back, we'll never talk about WWE products on this show.
Oh, no. That's the straw that breaks the camel's back.
Like, ever.
Yeah. I mean, you've gotten rid of it. We can move on some things that at least have words, but no, not that. Nah, that's too far.
You're not wrong, Heather. And that's the sad part. Well, you know what's not sad?
What's that?
Dynamite.
But
before that, I guess we got to talk about this. If we're talking about TKO, I don't know if everybody saw.
Yeah, that other
29 9 to 5. You can watch all PLEs now in 2026 on ESPN Total Sports Network instead of the $6.99 that you're paying right now on Peacock.
Yep. It go bye-bye. They signed a ridiculous deal with ESPN. I mean, I actually read it, so I actually looked into it a little bit more. I mean, so that actually gives the ESPN like a chunk of ownership in this. It's crazy. And your thoughts on ESPN can be held aside as well, too, especially because we're in close to college football. There's lots of those out there that have lots of thoughts about ESPN and their power in things. But, moving away from Peacock fully, finally, and not going to Netflix, but going to ESPN. So PLEs, pay-per-views, now going to be part of the ESPN overpriced app. I'm sorry, $30 a month that's a lot.
And like it's just them too, and like it's not extra for WrestleMania or extra for this or that. It's just stupid. Like
it's a lot. It's a
Power
lot.
to you for all the people who are going to pay for it.
I mean, yeah. And my concern is more outside of the wrestling scope, that ESPN's going to try and, you know, I don't think they can, but I think they're going to try and like bury a lot of like the programming they have the contracts with, college football, NBA, stuff like that, through their service. So you have to pay the $30. I hope to God not, but we shall see.
We shall see.
Of course, that does leave a black hole. That leaves a gaping hole that needs to be filled. Hey, for Peacock and NBC Universal, they're going to fill that with TNA. Boy, where was this about 19 years ago, man?
Good for them.
I think it will.
They are going to be the second biggest.
I mean,
ever.
all they need is that one streaming deal here, or that one TV deal. Here it is. They're not getting a TV deal out of this, but they'll be streaming stuff through Peacock, is what has been said so far.
Yeah, instead of the TNA Plus on YouTube or whatever.
Oh, it's not even on YouTube. They pulled it off of YouTube. They have their own thing now that they do. So Anthem got rid of that whole thing. I used to have it was $1 a month. It was like the easiest money for decent wrestling, right? $12 a year. I got to watch all the pay-per-views. It was fantastic. Yeah, no, they pulled that off of YouTube, and they have their own like streaming service that's like $9 a month. But now it's going to be the same, just through Peacock, and
which makes it a lot more appealing. Oh, it just happens to be there. Okay, I'll watch Slammiversary now.
Right.
I'm not going to pay deliberately to watch it.
Do you still have Peacock? I canceled my subscription a while ago. Okay.
Yeah, I have Peacock. Because, I mean, like, we're watching Twisted Metal right now, which, by the way, great show.
Oh, there you go.
Fun.
So Peacock still has some stuff on it, too, I mean, a lot of the streaming services, like Hulu's getting absorbed by Disney Plus, and, there's some consolidation going on of different ones, right? I have the feeling that Max is or HBO Max now again. What choose a name, okay?
Well, it was HBO Max, then we went to just Max, thinking everybody would know, and then I guess not everybody knew that it was HBO Max, so they went back to HBO Max.
HBO Max. I mean, HBO Max was a fine name. Just keep it, whatever.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that they might, because I notice a lot more kind of tie-in stuff, and they do like through HBO Max for like Paramount and shit. So it's like, who knows, right? I think this is a good thing for TNA. No, I don't agree with you, Eric Bischoff. This is going to make TNA the major player, and I like TNA.
That ship sailed a long ass time ago.
It's just not enough bodies there, and WWE's plan to do this, because they haven't bought them yet, and who knows if they whatever. But it's going to be their thought is AAA and TNA are going to be the feeders in for their. Basically, it's going to be their farm system is the way they're doing it. They don't want to bring in indie people into NXT because that's beneath them, but they'll bring them over via AAA and TNA. So whatever. Can we talk about good wrestling?
I would love nothing more than talk about some good wrestling and some pretty solid storylines.
Well, I got 4 matches and a whole lot of other stuff to get to then. 4 matches again, which, I mean...
But he's building stories.
Well, I appreciated tonight's Dynamite for the same reason that I criticized last week's Dynamite, because they did what they finally started addressing the card for Forbidden Door, which we're 3 weeks out, roughly, give or take. So it's time to address that card, and they did. So quick little MJF promo, and then you begin with Moxley, who's demanding an opponent. Right. And I like the fact that they have all the reason in the world to be able to put Moxley right back in that title picture, logically speaking. Okay. And they're not. And I like that so much. But at any point in time, Jamie, if Moxley pops up in that title picture, it's justified.
Oh, 100%. Like, because he can do whatever he wants. He's that guy.
Yeah.
If he wants to go for a title, he can go for a title. If he wants us to beat people up, he can go beat people up. He just lives in his own universe, and it works well for him.
Are you happy?
Other guys do the same thing.
Okay, are you happy with this continuation of Death Rider story into what it really should have been, probably from the start?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
I think this is going to build a lot of depth. I think the Darby Allin thing's great because this is going to give Wheeler Yuta the ability to leave and see that he has been the outside guy. And hell yeah, I'm in.
Let the record show, Jamie used the words Darby Allin and great in the same sentence. The day of our Lord, August 6th, 2025.
Well, it's for Wheeler. For Wheeler.
I mean, words were said. I'm just saying that. Speedball Mike Bailey was the opponent that stepped up to the plate. And as we've talked about before, Jon Moxley can do it all, right? So he can go with any style, and this is no exception. You did have, of course, shenanigans outside the ring. I love the fact that literally, I mean, it was like highlighted at one point near the end of the match, but literally for like half the match, you had Kenny King and Marina Shafir just nose to nose, just barking at each other the whole time. I loved that.
I do too.
I mean, who would have thought Marina Shafir, who we criticized for her in-ring ability back in NXT when they were trying to make the 4 horsewomen versus 4 horsewomen a thing, right? She is just, oh my God, the right stuff. Like, and it all started with her. I read a little story. Because I read an interview that she had done, right? Which some other unscrupulous shit happened. Thank God that was handled right. But it all started with her just going to Moxley and asking for a little advice about, some character stuff. That's where this whole thing started.
Yeah. And he's like, all right, let's do this. It's like perfect.
It worked out fantastically there. Of course, near the end of the match, Darby comes and chloroforms Wheeler Yuta because why the fuck not? Drags
puts him in a body bag, dude.
Yeah. It puts him in a body bag. Moxley does get the win, and then later on he finds him outside. They have to drag him away from getting run over by Darby. Darby should not be driving a brand new Expedition. That doesn't fit him, okay? I'm sorry, that man should be in, like, he should have Jack Perry's old van, like, spray painted with like pink shit on it, right? Like he repossessed it and stuff. That fits Darby Allin.
I would think like an 86 Cutlass, just
okay,
with one hubcap missing, spray painted, with like graffiti, all the things.
Yeah,
and just ripped up, and it smokes when it goes everywhere because that is so punk rock.
Yeah, something like that. Most definitely. But regardless, but no. They unfurl Wheeler Yuta, and they're taped to his head is just the words Forbidden Door. That's happening.
Stapled, but taped will be fine.
Yeah, well, they said it was stapled, but then they pulled it off, and there's a giant swath of tape on the back, which they were showing on camera. That's tape. Doesn't matter. It's happening in Forbidden Door. So like I said, we're getting built. So Moxley versus Darby at the door. Fine, I'm good with that.
First official match that we knew other than the Hurt Syndicate's tournament.
Yes. So, more is going to be announced because they have an Alex Windsor promo. I don't know what it is. I don't feel like Tony and Alex have good chemistry together.
That's what makes it so great.
It's like the almost awkwardness, but
that's what makes it so great.
Okay, you like that. Okay.
Yeah, I love it because it does have that, like, these two shouldn't go together. Mm-hmm. It's like literally like the people who say like they eat peanut butter banana sandwiches,
Okay.
Like
okay.
Those two don't seem like they should go together, but have you had one? It is absolutely effing delicious.
I'm going to put a pin in that last comment because I want to get to that when we get to the Hurt Syndicate, Heather. And Heather did have a great idea. Have a van with an airbrushed Gandalf on the side there. I think that'd be fantastic too. God bless you, Heather. I'm
Maybe,
so glad you're back.
airbrush the guys from Clerks. All the guys from Clerks on the side of it. Now that's punk rock.
Okay, so quick little promo, and then the next match, which I got into pretty quickly, was a women's 4-way match. And then they announced as well that, because they had Mercedes rolling up, and she had just won the CMLL women's title back, and she's wearing all her titles in a weird sort of skirtish way now, and whatever. I mean, it does not look comfortable, but hey, it looks good. At Forbidden Door, it's going to be a TBS 4-way match. Mercedes Moné versus a competitor from AEW, a competitor from Stardom, and a competitor from CMLL. So this 4-way is going to determine the AEW competitor. And you got said Alex Windsor, Sky Blue, Queen Aminata, and Billy Starks.
And Heather put out there, she's like, I like Sky Blue's repackaging, and I could not agree more.
Oh, okay.
Like she went from Sky Bluey, just all about the butt shots.
Mm-hmm.
And then she went a little darker, and then she got hurt. And then now you got this, I don't know, like debutante, evil debutante. Like, I don't know what it is. It's
right.
Like, yeah, I love it. I can't put my finger on what's so great about it.
Yeah, I think that as a person, she's aged, she's matured, right? The turn to darkness was great for her. At the time, it was more about being the side piece to Julia, because that was during Julia's run, right? House of Black was still around, right? But this is a little bit of that kind of recentering, Dark Fairy Queen, that's a great way to go about it. And I think that with them in this Triangle of Madness, I'm still not in love with that name, but it's not the worst.
Original Sin, bro.
Original Sin's so much better. It's so much better. It's ridiculously better. But with this whole, Triangle of Madness thing they have, I think, both her and Julia have grown a little bit in their characters, not quite just the lather, rinse, repeat of the ultra dark. Because with the House of Black, when you had Malachi here and all that, right? It's like ultra dark, just fuck yeah, dark. They got adjusted a little bit, and they got a little more leg room because Thekla is the big in that group, so they don't have to be. They can shine in a little different ways. And yeah, this Dark Fairy Queen, I think that's a great way to put it. She doesn't just like also come out there, shake her ass, and scream on the outside. Still some screaming, but not as much.
And then that whiff of a Code Blue or whatever she calls it, and just hits her head on the chair. I laughed so hard. Like, she fell off and got on there and then slid off. It's like, come on, dude.
There was I think they ended up saving it all right. There was a few times in this match where there was a little bit of, and not just this match, but later on as well too. I don't know if the humidity was up inside the arena or something, because it felt like, there was some like slipperiness on some spots happening tonight. Devil's Triangle would have been a good one too. I like that. That's a good use of the word triangle. Maybe the Devil's a little too on point though. Original Sin's the best. What?
Might be too close to death. Death Triangle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't have the DT going on.
I mean, using the word triangle is too close to Death Triangle.
I agree.
Original Sin, because I mean, when they showed up, they were all, and the two of them when they first aligned, they were wearing the big Sin shirts, and yeah, Original Sin would have been fantastic.
They should get a fourth one and call themselves the Trapezoid of Doom.
We're the parallelogram of pain. The rhombus. Give me something with rhombus, Jamie. Let's go.
Rhombus. Yeah. We're the renegades of rhombus.
we're the yeah. Dude.
We're the satanic square.
what you gotta do is take the three Adams, put them together, and then they call themselves Three Guys Named Adam. That's what you do with that, because that's proper naming right there. And three guys named Adam. Alex Windsor wins, though. Let's be honest. Forbidden Door, London, England. That's not a surprise. Okay, gotta get an English woman on there. And then, of course, out comes Mercedes. She makes Aubrey hold all of her belts almost, right? This giant stack.
That was great. That was so rad how she kept pulling them out. You know, it's like the knife, the knife scene from Dark Knight. You know, it was like just keeps pulling out knife after knife. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I felt almost Monty Python-esque there for a moment too. It's just like, oh, here's another. And then of course faces off, and you get Toni Storm, who's down there on ringside. She gets involved, and you have Athena giving an O-face to Toni Storm. They let us know before this match too that's official now too. That Toni Storm versus Athena at Forbidden Door.
And she's dropping it. I'm calling now. I'm calling my shot. Athena's winning.
You think that's when she's gonna drop it? All right, we got an early prediction out here. So, 4 matches now, Jamie. We got 4 matches on the card. Look out, man.
No, from none to 4.
And there's more coming. More coming. Quick little Young Bucks promo. You know, they abscond the backstage, you know, gaffer, and give him a card. Make sure Justin Roberts reads this verbatim. Put a pin in that. And then you have one of the most heartwarming moments of the night, if not the past 3 months, as Kyle Fletcher promo. The promo itself was good, but the promo also featured Don Callis revealing yet another work of art. First of all, did you catch the entirety of that Chicago street fight?
Oh yeah.
Oh. I mean, yes, Dustin's knees are falling apart. We know this, but still. I mean, you know me.
Hold on, you completely glossed over how the Young Bucks were announced as Max and
No. They haven't wrestled yet. We haven't got there yet. I put a pin in it.
Oh, we haven't got there. Okay, I was gonna say it's like
I put a pin in that.
You can't.
No. I put a pin in that, so we're gonna get to that. There's a pin there.
Okay.
I have that noted. Literally, I have that. I you know me. I have that noted.
It's so good.
But you know me also. You know how much I love me some tax. And putting Kyle up in the corner, taking the tats, putting him in his trousers to then do the kick of the nuts, whatever he calls it. Last ride.
No, it's the show. It's not Curtain Call. Broken Dreams.
Broken Dreams. There we go.
Shattered Dreams.
And then to do the Shattered Dreams on it. Oh my God, cinema. But violent, bloody, just fantastic goodness. Of course, it ends the right way too, right? Give that belt to Kyle. And this was the celebration of it. So the Don Callis family comes out, and you have 2 women carrying all 3 of Okada's belts in his stead. Great. Just fantastic. Don Callis heat's real. Kyle Fletcher is a superstar, not a future. He is a superstar. Let's just stop saying future, because goddamn this man. And then the Don Callis art gallery expands with his probably most homoerotic painting he's ever done, and that's saying a lot considering some of the stuff we've seen. But yeah,
you're not wrong. You are not wrong, sir.
I mean, if you're watching this, you saw it was our thumbnail. I had to put it out there because it was too good not to.
I mean, that belt was like an inch higher. You'd be seeing some balls.
I mean, this is still not my favorite. I still like the him and Kenny riding the Pegasus one. That was was glorious, but pretty far up there. Okay, so before we get to the tag match, we had Copeland. Quick little promo that he's got a match next week with Stokely, and if FTR gets involved or interferes, they lose their restraining order on him. Okay. That's all I have. Okay.
Yeah. I know. I was trying to think of something clever to say, and I don't want to waste it.
I think until the time we get, which I'm glad Cope's not in a title picture, let's be honest. Okay. But until we get him and Christian really, really in a storyline again, and yes, I know they did that already, but it's just that's what you do with him.
You want one more run. You want one more run of Edge and Christian or Cope and Christian,
and
whatever.
Before you get that, he's got at some point you got to get the asshole beaten out of Christian, and yeah, so that's where it's inevitably going to go.
It's a tall task.
That was very much
that beaten many times. The asshole still remains.
That painting was very Shawn Michaels Playgirls inspired. You're not wrong there, Heather. And you see, you're trying to make up for that Gandalf quote to Jamie, apparently. So,
yes.
All right. So you have Brodito versus the Young Bucks, and Young Bucks were very serious about getting their respect. They might not be EVPs, but they deserve they're still founding fathers, right? So out comes their music, and they're behind the door that starts to raise and then stops. We have to crawl under. And then, of course, Justin Roberts literally reads verbatim, including punctuation, what was on that card. Not what they wanted him to do, but the actual instructions for how they wanted to be announced as their announcement. Which then, of course, leads to the lower third for them is this is like the old, remember the old Hangman lower third? It had its own Twitter handle and everything. Hangman's lower third. Then if there's not, I'm gonna go check and see if there's a Young Bucks lower third, because we need it now. Because they were billed on the lower third as actual people this time. Max and Jeremy.
Generation Me.
It's Max and Jeremy Buck. No, but Max and Jeremy, to which Excalibur says that is an obscure reference. and Taz says it's a trip down memory lane. That was their old TNA names.
Yeah, when they were the Generation Me.
Generation Me. Yep. Max and Jeremy Buck.
Oh, so bad.
It was a terrible naming convention for a team that everybody.
They were good though. I remember watching.
They were very good. They had them and the Guns. Them Guns and Team 3D. Had actually a really good kind of little series of back and forths between the three of them there for about 6 months before the Bucks left for New Japan. Solid. This is a fun match. This match too has some awkward spotting going on. There was some, I think I could swear there must have been some humidity in the building, because there was some slippage and some stuff on some spots. And, Bandito had a couple little, no, Brodito they've been a tag team for 3 weeks. So they were a little bit off here and there, but
that finisher is amazing.
Yeah. When they finally got it right. Yeah. That finisher is so good.
That monkey flip. Come on.
And this match was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, man. This 4 matches, They gave you a lot of time on this match. So, tons of false finishes, but Brodito wins. We don't get the Bucks FTR finale like everybody assumed. Kind of history repeating themselves. They're not pushing the Bucks through on the tournament like you would expect them to, which I like. And you get a little more Brodito. I think that opens the door more for FTR, of course, to go towards the Hurt Syndicate naturally. But, I mean, what do you think?
According to reports, MVP doesn't want to drop the belts to FTR.
Let's talk about MVP then, because there was actually several reports about MVP not in the best light towards, I would say, a lot of things AEW locker room wise.
How much of you think's bullshit?
I would say probably half.
Yeah.
If I had
Like,
to
people are
guess.
just making stories to make stories, right?
I think it's, I think if I had to be completely honest with you, I bet you MVP saying that, hey, this is what I think we should do, just cause a rut, cause stir the pot a little, right? It sounds like something he would do, right? He says he's got beef, or he really doesn't like Mike Bailey.
Mike's literally the nicest dude I've ever met.
Yeah,
One of.
he's Canadian. I mean, but he's also stereotypingly Canadian. Yeah, I think that's complete bullshit, Heather. I really do. I think that's just something to put out there.
I mean, so the Hurt Syndicate is talking out one side and out the other with we don't want to drop it to the Bucks or FTR. We want to drop it to younger teams like the Outrunners or Private Party or somebody else. And it's like they've already beaten all them people. They've already beat them all and beat them bad. So it's like, how can you drop it to them?
Which is why a lot of this doesn't make any sense and makes me think that it's definitely at least partially a work, right?
It's got to be. I think Fightful's kind of all over it too a little bit, saying like, hey, they've said there's more context to it. Obviously, got to subscribe for all their crap, which I'll never do. But
I mean, SRS is cool and all, but yeah, sorry, bro. I know you gotta make a living, but I don't care that much.
Every now and again, he is a swing and a miss on occasion, but more times than not, he's right.
They all do.
We'll monitor, but they get a little pass from me anyway.
Right.
We'll see.
I mean, they all do. Yeah, it's inevitable.
Yeah.
That's just with journalism. It's going to happen no matter what. And you have a Hurt Syndicate promo, okay? Quickly interrupted by MJF, who, I mean, you have Bobby and Sheldon exit, and MJF and MVP talking, and MJF calls for what you've been clamoring for MVP to go with him, right? Let's do this together. The MVP says, you just don't get it, and, gives him the thumbs down, which is him the worst, because he says, I hope you don't win, because if you do win that title, Bob is coming for you, right? And then leaves him off. Are you still in the belief? Because I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. But are you still in the camp of him and MVP, and then?
So that's Austin who is all over that one. I think it's a good idea.
I thought you piggybacked him last week a little bit.
I think no, I agree. It's a good idea. I just don't know if it's the play. I mean, obviously the play is MJF and Bobby. Like, that's the play. And
sure.
That could be fun. That could be fun.
I mean, that would be fun. I don't think that MJF, I disagree with Austin's stance. I don't feel like MJF needs MVP. I feel like Bobby
he actually got some good promos. He went anti-formula this week.
I imagine that, right? He can do it. He's got it in him. But I feel like, especially the way you booked him, we know Bobby Lashley. Don't let him talk, right? Big strong man, break people. Someone else talks, right? Sheldon, he can talk a little bit, but not too much, right? They work well with MVP, and you could turn them all face if you're going to do it, right? You turn them I don't think you break off MVP from Bobby and Sheldon to turn Bobby and Sheldon face. If you do turn them face, you have them all together, or you keep them heels all together, or you're in this weird middle ground, which I don't hate, to be honest with you, because they're not face, they're not heel, they're just here to make money and hurt people. You can cheer them or not. I think that gray area is fine for them. right? And they can fight FTR, or they can also fight Brodito, whether they're fighting heel or face. Doesn't matter, because they are who they are.
Agreed. I think them going face makes too much sense.
Like full face?
Full face.
Okay.
Beat the shit out of MJF, start sticking up for the little guy, which they've already kind of started doing that with Cope, like they're starting to make the things, and then like they can cut a nasty ass promo next week about how they cut the fat and that's not who they are, that's not how they represent themselves, and they end up starting helping people, and they just want to hurt people, but they want to hurt for good and not hurt for whatever.
They want to hurt the bad people. They want to be Batman. All right.
Exactly. I'm Batman.
FTR and Stoke. Quick little promo. And more or less guaranteed that they're going to interfere. They're going to break the whole thing. By the way, the finals of the tournament are next week as well, too. So we'll know who for sure is facing off against the Hurt Syndicate at Forbidden Door. But, they invoke
to win.
we'll find out. We'll find out next week. They invoke all the names of Adams Copeland's family, including one Miss Beth Phoenix. Basically confirmed they're gonna interfere in some way and break the whole, But you gotta get rid of the stupid restraining order. Restraining orders in wrestling are about as good as prenups for a wrestling wedding. Let's be honest, okay? So yeah, there's that.
I agree.
And then you had a real
and
then you had a real quick swerve promo, which didn't really even need to happen. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, they did a little video package. They said, it's gonna be him and Okada is confirmed for Forbidden Door for the. Okay, there's that. Another match. That's 5.
See, they heard us last week. Like, you haven't done anything. Next thing you know, 5.
We're booking this bitch out. All right, so
they're like the loonies. You know why? They got 5 on it.
I get that reference instantaneously, and there's maybe a third of our audience I'm betting that does too. All right. MJF, Mark Briscoe, as your main event, a grudge match, not a no DQ or a grudge match where it's just he's going to be lenient with the rules, whatever. There was biting. There was references to biting trees. Thank you, Taz. I don't know where. I mean, sometimes Taz's brain just goes off into a tangent where I'm just like, did he just say words that I thought he said? Okay. But yeah, this is like Briscoe's third main event in a row, right? It was a good match. It ends though in a little bit of an auspicious way. It has Jamie's favorite finisher in the world, being the final move. And then near the ropes, Briscoe gets his foot on it, and of course, referee cannot see it because he's looking at his shoulders. Counts to 3. So a little bit of doubt sown there, and MJF does get the victory though. Of course, more beating up afterwards brings out Hangman and Page. They brawl, they get broken apart, they brawl some more, he runs away, they brawl some more. Do you think MJF's plan to goad him into a match at Forbidden Door is going to happen? Because it feels like it's going to.
Yeah, in some capacity. I'm trying to figure out, because they're doing a good job on this one. Like, typically it's kind of obvious, and this one's a little convoluted, and it's well, he didn't really win and he didn't really lose, so are they gonna run it back, which would suck? I think what's gonna end up happening is he's gonna have to cash in, and that's the thing. And I don't know if it happens at Forbidden Door or not. Or they book champion versus champion for Hanger and he cashes in right after and still loses, which would make my heart.
Ooh, I like that. Well, the interesting part about all this is, yes, we got our matches finally, right? There's one cross-promotional match in all of this so far. This is Forbidden Door. This was the original. We're doing matches you never thought were possible because two companies are working together. Now we have three companies. And we have one match. That's the women's TBS title match of all things, right? I mean, MJF is the CMLL light heavyweight champion now, right? Him and Mystico makes a fuck ton of sense, okay? I know we had that at Grand Slam Mexico, but that makes a fuck ton of sense for Forbidden Door, right? For the title. You got nobody else from New Japan that's even peeked their head.
One person's been announced.
No, none of them have even been around on Dynamite or Collision to even be rumored in. So that's the part that that's why I don't want to like dive in. I feel like the storyline they've been doing, they're running into MJF succeeding and goading him into giving him a match because that's just Hangman's character. He's going to defend Mark Briscoe. Fine, I'll give you that match you want, right? But no New Japan, no CML. I mean, there's got to be some of those in Forbidden Door other than one women's match, right?
Yeah, and Ospreay's supposed to be back too. So are they going to have him do some flippy spinny shit with somebody? And like, my thought is this: they're going to pause, and Mystico. So this is the play.
Okay,
in my mind.
Let's go to Fantasy Booking Island. Let's go.
All right, MJF versus Mystico, Forbidden Door. Run it back, but
right.
on a pay-per-view
for title money, now,
right?
Yeah.
Then you go. Who's the current IWGP? It's
Saber, right? Or did he drop it?
No, it's still Zack Sabre.
It's Sabre.
So so Zack Sabre versus Hanger, and then right after that, MJF cashes in and he gets screwed over by Mystico.
Okay.
It'd be perfect.
I hope they don't either, Heather, but it just feels like that's, and maybe that's a swerve. Maybe I'm supposed to feel that way. They feel they're going to go that way, and they're not.
That's why I think they're going to do it this way, and he's going to cash in. Yeah,
I think next
actually have to have a real match with them.
I think it'd be good next week if they come out and there's either some sort of promo between Hanger and MJF, right? Interrupted by Zach, right? And Zach's like, "Hey, it's Forbidden Door. What the hell are you blokes talking about? Where's my respect?" Right?
Yeah.
But you're not wrong. We still have Ospreay too. He's got to be in something. So they're starting to build something up, though. And again, this is only like 5 matches. We still got like 4 more matches for Tony to book.
Oh, at least. And the thing is, Forbidden Door can be very long. You know, it could be another 4-hour thing. So
it's probably
it could end up with 10 matches.
Yeah,
10. I would say 10.
I would say between 9 and 11. When you include because you got to include the buy-in on that too. I'm including that into.
Oh yeah, good point.
Or 0 hour or whatever. Yeah. So we're finally got some builds starting. That's wrestling for the week. So lots of stuff going on here. Like I said, we have a new champion. Congratulations, Megan.
Yes. Congratulate Megan. You need to do that.
And you need to get out next Friday if you're in Kansas City to the Ball Event Center. So come see our friends over at Found City Pro. Hopefully, Mr. Austin Reddick's feeling healthier, and he's by next week. I think he will be. He's supposed to wrestle next week, but we'll talk a little bit more about that. It's going to be good fun. Front row seats are sold out, but there are still tickets available. You go to FCP Social. There's information down below. So click on their stuff. Easy to find. $20. Great night for wrestling. It's going to be a little warm and sticky again. So, hey, go to a wrestling show with air conditioning. What?
Let's go.
Love it. Crazy talk. Yeah, but we'll be there. We'll be back next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If it was your first time visiting us, please, we do this every Wednesday. Hit the subscribe button. Give us a big thumbs up. And we will see you guys next week. Jamie, take us home, man.
Gentlemen, if you're not down to Spotfest, I got 3 words for you.
Or daddy.
I hate it here.